Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Cancer for the final week of October 2021. This can resonate with your Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign. So please check out the other available videos on the channel so you guys get a fuller, more rounded picture as what potentially could be happening for yourself, for your love life, okay? So as I've just said, the reading can be for yourself or it can be for your love interest, the one that's on your mind. So please use your own discernment and kind of flip the roles to however this best resonates for you and your situation. But please do not make the story fit. If the reading resonates, then that's awesome, or if parts of the message resonate, that's cool as well. If it doesn't resonate, then it's just simply not your message, okay guys? So these are timeless readings. It's whenever you kind of come across the reading when it's most likely going to resonate for you, okay? And yeah, so it's the final week of October. I can't believe we're going to be in November soon. And there's going to be Halloween at the end of this month. So happy Halloween to you guys and hope that you enjoy the holiday. It'll be great fun. So let's get into this reading, shall we? What can we get for Cancer, please? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Images of love and light. Please give us for Cancer. For love. Ooh, Ace of Cups. With the world? Are you kidding? Wow. Okay, this is really beautiful. There is someone, either you love this person very much or they love you, this person that you have on your mind. This connection, I feel like, is a very beautiful connection, and that there is going to be some sort of union between the two of you, especially if you've been in separation from each other for quite some time. I'm really feeling a strong reunion of sorts coming in for you. Potentially, if it's not necessarily this final week of October, then very soon. I'm even potentially getting Scorpio season, and we're going to be in Scorpio seasons soon. And the reason I say that is because we have this water energy here with the Ace of Cups. And also we have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus and Leo as a fixed sign in the world card. So potentially in Scorpio season there could be a declaration of love, or someone may communicate and say that they've got particular feelings for you, or you may be receiving new love. Wow, or it could be a past person wanting to come back as well. So let's look into this, okay, shall we? See what's going on for you guys. For Cancer, somebody wants to bring the peace. Here with the Five of Swords in reverse, there may have been disputes or arguments between the two of you at one point. Maybe even lies, some sort of deception, or just some sort of underhandedness to do with the connection. Potentially, if there had been a third party situation, there was some sort of influence or interruption in relation to that. But what I'm getting is that if there has been conflict between the two of you, somebody wants to end that and they want to compromise with you, and they're willing to travel to see you here to make sure of that. Look at that Cancer energy. This is the Chariot. Somebody's making plans to come forward towards you. They're definitely wanting a second chance and reconciliation, but potentially they may feel a bit fearful, potentially in a little bit denial that this reconciliation may not necessarily happen. Potentially they're just thinking about it a lot, but they're definitely wanting to make plans and come forward towards you. They're definitely wanting to travel, balance things. I'm getting the sense that if you guys have had difficulties in your relationship or in your connection, they know that you are willing to stand your ground and that you're not going to back down very easily, and that potentially they know that you have this love for them or they have this love for you. But I feel like at some point along the way there's been this kind of armor, this like emotional armor built up, and either separately or together there's been somebody's been putting their shield up or wearing this armor, and they're not fully exposing themselves to be vulnerable to express these particular feelings that someone has to go more forward in your relationship and be more intimate with one another. What else is going on here for Cancer? Oh, shall I take all that? Yes, I will. Ace of Swords in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. Nine of Pentacles upright. Six of Cups, look at that. There's definitely potentially a past life connection between the two of you, or a very strong soulmate connection. You may have grown up together, been childhood sweethearts at one point, or you may have worked together, or you knew each other as teenagers, or you may have gone to school together, or university, or college, or whatever it is that you might have done previously of how you know of each other. But I feel like this person's very fond of you and you're very fond of them, and potentially there are a lot of really happy memories between the two of you where there may have been equal give and take previously in a really good solid friendship, but then I feel like something may have come in between you that disturbed the peace. And because obviously with this Five of Swords here in reverse, somebody wants to make peace, so there's definitely been a disruption of sorts. And I feel like maybe somebody wasn't necessarily speaking their truth, and that there's been some lack of communication between the two of you. And if not that, then if there has been communication, you both definitely may have not necessarily been on the same page with one another. And potentially someone may have been a bit of a player, I'm not going to lie. I mean, we have the King of Wands in reverse. Somebody who's a bit in and out of your life, a bit flaky when it comes to commitment, that type of thing. But potentially what I'm getting is this person may have been very stubborn and argumentative previously, and you know, liked their independence previously. And if you had ever like spoken about being in a long-term commitment or situation with each other, or getting more involved in a romantic level previously, it may not necessarily have gone down very well in one way or another. And you may not necessarily had seen eye to eye, and potentially you both had to go separate ways and become single, or you were single and it's just necessarily focusing on yourself. But what I'm getting here is that potentially feelings have most likely not been expressed between the two of you here, especially with this Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm also getting that potentially there may have been insults thrown at one another. There may have been some nasty things that either your person may have said to you or you said to them. I mean, obviously take it how it resonates. You both could have been as bad as each other, potentially. But what I'm getting is most likely someone has realised that they've made the wrong decision by causing an argument with you previously. Potentially they may have acted very much in their ego. Or this person is incredibly interested in you, but they haven't got the courage and the confidence to come forward towards you to express this love. And they've been lying to themselves here that they actually want so much more with you because they see you as something incredibly special that makes them smile when they think of the past. But they're very much up in their head. They probably don't sleep very well here with the Nine of Swords. Or maybe you've both had a lot of sleepless nights contemplating about this connection, potentially being unsure about how things were going to move on forward. But what I'm getting is that whatever difficulties that there have been, you've both separately have matured a lot more compared to what you may have been like previously, especially if you met each other and you were kind of used to get on when you were younger, and then there was just some sort of something didn't happen in a particular way and things may have got mixed up. I'm getting like misunderstandings. What else can we get for Cancer anyway? Ooh. Not Four of Pentacles in reverse, King of Pentacles. I'm getting that somebody had been withholding their affection. They've been lying to themselves about the affection that they have for you. They've been keeping their feelings very secret, and they haven't spoken up of their truth. Potentially they're really trying to focus on their finances right now. I'm getting the sense that they want to come forward towards you and be loyal, and to make sure that you'll have everything that you need and that you can depend on them in like a committed partnership, relationship. I mean, I feel very much that you guys have similar goals about what it is that you want in your life, but also when it comes to relationships. But potentially, what I'm getting as well is that this person, if they have been dealing with a third party, they may have had to let go of a toxic relationship or a codependent relationship of sorts, potentially. And what I'm also getting is that you and this person at one point may just not necessarily have both been in the right headspace to date each other and needed time apart to kind of grow. Yeah, somebody's trying to gain their confidence. Taurus energy with the Hierophant. Somebody wants commitment. Look at that. This is like the marriage and the pregnancy card. Like with the Leo energy here with the Sun, look at that. Somebody wants long-term marriage, the partnership. They want to communicate some sort of news and take action. But some sort of healing needs to be taken place because somebody's feeling unstable as of right now when it comes to a family home situation. Maybe they're doubting themselves that you two will have a reunion of sorts. Somebody definitely wants long term. Somebody's having to change their beliefs. What I'm getting is that this person may have been stuck in a rut previously in their kind of egotistical ways, potentially. Maybe a little bit arrogant, a little bit cocky. They've been a little bit stuck in a rut in their ways, you know, with certain beliefs. Even though that they have these feelings towards you, they may not necessarily have been very open about the feelings that they have. They know that you two have a soulmate connection, and they probably, without you knowing this, you know, loved you since first sight. And knew that you and them were meant to have something special together. Knew that you were the right person and that there was this spark between the two of you, but predominantly they may have just not necessarily been mature enough to have handled it back then. But if they were to come forward towards you, they may have tried in the past, you know, like come on a bit strong, as it were, like with their passion, as it were, and, you know, that type of thing. But I feel like this person's trying to tame themselves. What else can we get here? You may live at a distance from this person. What else is going on? That was my fault, sorry about that. What else is going on for Cancer? What I'm getting is there's definitely some sort of solid friendship between the two of you, and it may have turned into a romance at one point, or somebody wants it to turn it into a romance. And do something very traditional. Potentially someone's wanting to move on and heal from a situation. Look at that. They've been left out in the cold in some way. Somebody wants to move on to calmer waters. They don't want to be out in the cold anymore. They want to come in where it's warm. They want to be near you. They're wanting to move on forward. Potentially either if there may have been a point where either one of you may have ghosted each other, or you both ghosted each other and put each other out in the cold. And in this period of time of separation between the two of you, there's been this potential growth and knowing that you guys want to come together and build on a connection, and to eventually, you know, move on forward together and have open communication and allow a much healthier relationship into your life with the two of you. But somebody may have previously somebody may feel like they haven't got enough to offer, and they're very stressed about it, or potentially they're consumed elsewhere by something else. And somebody feels that they may feel like they're going to be let down. What else might be going on for Cancer? There may have been a lot of confusion here, a lot of daydreaming, a lot of fantasizing about this particular relationship. There may be a block of sorts. Potentially there's been some sort of secret here in relation to the feelings, definitely. There's been a lot of mystery. Somebody wants to move forward with a particular connection very passionately and let go of the burdens of the past and kind of take accountability for their actions. Move on forward. You two may be daydreaming of each other quite potentially here with the Seven of Cups. Either that, or somebody may feel that the other person has options and that they've gone off to other options and they're not free and single. And somebody wants to come back and they may be a bit unsure about whether to come back because if this person is free and single. Look at that, we have the Justice card here. Libra energy. Somebody wants to bring justice to a situation if there's been any underhandedness here. If there's been any point where somebody's been very emotionally immature, or they felt like there was some sort of unrequited love at any point, or somebody felt rejected by the other, there's going to be balance coming in. There's going to be some sort of honesty to make sure that you guys can be on the same page. Potentially here with the Emperor in reverse, there could be you could have been dealing with someone who was older than you, who was a little bit arrogant, who was a little bit what's the word? Controlling, yeah, controlling, potentially trying to control everything. Played a few mind games, potentially. That's all coming to an end. You may have felt like you were stuck and unsure about how to move on forward because of these potential mind games and things not moving forward. But I'm getting a new sense of something is being birthed, something is being brought forward. I feel like eventually when this person comes round, the ball will be very much in your court, and it'll be down to you to kind of establish about whether you want something more with this person or not. And it might make them a little bit uneasy or feel a bit uneasy at first, but if it's necessary, then it's necessary. But I feel there's a lot of potential for some new starts coming in, especially emotionally, but also in communication. Look at that. You two will be able to kind of talk things out and have a reunion and heal from the past at some point. Yeah, and it will be a wish fulfillment here for you both. And then it's beautiful because we've got the 3 here and the 9, and 9 minus 3 is 6, and we saw the 6 of Cups earlier. So this is recognition of a past life soulmate for definite. So what's this Hierophant about? What's this Hierophant about? Sorry about that, I just had to have a sip of tea. I feel like if there has been a third party situation, somebody's definitely walking away from that because their heart's no longer in it. And the reason I say that is because when I was shuffling, I saw the 3 of Cups again, but in reverse, and also the 8 of Cups upright. So if that could be an additional message for someone, be like, oh, well, that's all well and good if they come forward towards me and we have honest, open communication with each other and we've had these particular feelings and they want to balance stuff out, but have they actually genuinely left a third party? And I'm getting the sense that if they haven't physically left a third party, they've emotionally checked out from them. But I'm getting quite strongly that they may have physically left this third party as well, but that could just be a message for some. Potentially what I'm getting as well is that if your person has been going through any legal proceedings that have been very complicating. Sorry, my throat just wanted to close up. I feel like anyone going through some particular legal implications of sorts that has been difficult, this person may feel a little bit defeated or feel like they're not going to get things moving forward in their favour, and that they'll have to emotionally walk away from, yeah, they'll have to walk away, they will do. There's definitely something up in the air as of right now, but they've been, let's look at this Hierophant. What's going on here? Hierophant for Cancer. I definitely feel like this person wants something long term with you. Temperance in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse with the Devil. Oh my gosh, wow, okay. So Capricorn or Sagittarian energy, air energy, and the Page of Wands in reverse. Wow. Oh my gosh, here, look, with the Hangman in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Oh my gosh. Okay, the other message I'm getting here is that your person, either you or your person, are trying, if they are leaving with leaving, they're wanting to leave a third party situation that they had a traditional commitment with, potentially something that they were financially involved with, and they don't want that commitment anymore. They most likely were in it for purely for practical reasons, and their situation didn't necessarily align up. And this person, they may have had children with a karmic partner, and what I'm getting as well is that if this is also the case, somebody's received some sort of bad news that a karmic partner may have cheated on them, and they've been in victim mode or mentality for quite some time, potentially, and they're being fearful of going through a breakup of sorts. Maybe that's another reason why they're in this King of Wands energy in reverse, because they've been fearful. They haven't necessarily got their confidence as of yet. Maybe because they feel completely stuck, like they've had to make some sort of very difficult decisions, and that could be also why they feel that potentially they may be up in their head a little bit, that if a legal situation may or may not necessarily go in their favour, so they feel quite stuck about that. Potentially they've been dealing with a very toxic relationship or a codependent relationship of sorts or situation. They may have dealt with someone who was unfaithful to them and who was very manipulative, and they may have accepted bad treatment from this other person and felt like they were really stuck. They could have been very mean, very cold, potentially calculating here with the Queen of Swords in reverse. This person may have been fearful of becoming single, wanting to become single, like fantasizing about the idea of being single and dropping this other long-term financial situation, but maybe they feel like they couldn't express their feelings to have a brand new start, or maybe they didn't feel like they were worthy of having a brand new start in love with you. And so therefore now this person is realizing how unhealthy this other situation was, and that all that they did was bring out the worst in one another, and most likely they're realizing that it's not been healthy, it's not been right, and they need to get on out of it. I'm also getting that most likely is that this person is really wanting to escape this other situation, and they've been very stuck in this for a long time, potentially, and it's not really gone anywhere. They've been held back with potentially a lot of negative thought patterns and attitudes that, oh, maybe I can't move on forward. Potentially they've been very anxious, and I'm also getting as well is that they have been trying to avoid these particular issues that they've been dealing with this other person, and then something's happened in their life where they now can't avoid the issues and they have to kind of go through them. Wow. But this other relationship that they're dealing with, if they are, has been on the verge of breaking up for quite some time, and they may have stayed in it due to particular beliefs that they may have had, traditional beliefs. And maybe they've been fearful that if they want to leave their partner, but they've been scared about what other people are going to be saying about them, what kind of gossip is going to be spread about them, what's going to be said about their reputation. Are people going to make lies about them? Are other people going to throw insults in their face and say, like, oh, you've made the wrong decision by moving this and this, and try to undermine, you know, their own thoughts and their own feelings? But this person may be coming to this point where they're like, do you know what? I would much rather be single and have a more balanced peace of mind and get out of it. And they eventually will do. What else is this Devil card? Maybe they thought that if they were to stay in a situation, the grass would be greener. Or maybe they felt like, you know, they had to stay. Well, they had to stay because they may have been stuck in a karmic cycle here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Maybe they feel like they couldn't come forward towards you because they still had this kind of other person or other relationship kind of breathing down their neck. And they couldn't break free from it. And they felt, potentially they felt like they were prevented from doing the things that actually genuinely make them happy. And what makes them happy, what gives them this emotional fulfillment, would be to have a brand new potential start with you. And we saw that with the Ace of Cups and the World card as the first two cards out, because they know that you two together, they would feel whole again. That you guys would be able to embrace life and potentially, you know, get married at one point. Definitely a lot of potential here for marriage between the two of you. And start a family. And renew their life. What else here for what else? Actually, no, the Devil, that's what I was going to look into. Look at that, Three of Pentacles in reverse. There's definitely no growth here. They may have been stuck trying to fight their ego by staying in this other situation, and then they've learned a very tough lesson in their life where there's not been equal. Potentially there could have been unfaithfulness. I think we said this already. I'm going to take, actually, what's the card for Temperance? Temperance in reverse. Why is Temperance in reverse here? Yeah, somebody's giving up on feeling unbalanced here with the Seven of Wands. They're quitting a situation. This person potentially feels like they're too shy to come forward towards you because they haven't got everything sorted. The Tower. This person's been living a lie. They don't want to live a lie anymore. They'll be going through a breakup with this sorts. This relationship that they've been with has pushed them to the ultimate limit, and they're just totally ready to drop it because there's no future plans in it. Whatever is meant to be broken down, whatever is meant to be disturbed or a sense of destruction on a poor foundation, is meant to go, and they're deciding to give up because they don't have to be there anymore, because it's just been too heavy on them. It's been too heavy on them. And potentially there are other people that have been really undermining your person. What's this Devil about here, please, for Cancer? Look at that. The Moon, Three of Pentacles in reverse. Well, we said that earlier. Pisces energy, could be dealing with a Pisces. A lot of mystery, illusions, people wearing a mask, lies, a complicated relationship of sorts. Potentially someone had lost faith in love by being in this other situation, and there's been no growth, and it's really tested them. Yeah, potentially here with the Ace of Wands in reverse, somebody may have got stood up by someone else. Potentially they may have been dealing with someone who had a one-night stand, and they've kept it quiet, they kept it secret, that they didn't want to work on this connection. They kept it to themselves, but now the light has been shone on it. Sun and the Moon. Everything is going to be illuminated. It's like light and day. Someone's going to get their clarity and seeing somebody for who they truly are. And then eventually they're going to break themselves free and move on forward. And they have a brand new perspective on their life and change it and move on forward here with the Eight of Wands. They'll send some sort of communication to you, travel to see you. What's this justice about here, please? For Cancer. Queen of Pentacles, Three of Cups, yeah, to do with a long-term third party situation. Somebody's trying to find their self-worth after a difficult time that they've been in. Most likely there was some sort of infidelity to do with a long-term partner. Yeah, stuck in a karmic cycle, infidelity. Here, I've just literally said that. Somebody is trying to gain their confidence again and move themselves forward. They will be victorious and successful, find their own sense of self-worth and start again, potentially, especially here with this Nine of Cups. There will be the Nine of Cups. There will be a wish fulfillment for this person to become single, and then there'll be the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles upright. So it's like they're finding their sense of self-worth, becoming the pre-empress eventually to get to a point where they will feel confident in themselves and be successful and realise that they are worthy of having a brand new love in their life. But they may have to sever some sort of contract as of right now, where there's been lots of arguments. But this person will have their justice, and they just have no desire to carry the other person, I'm getting, like financially. Yeah, because they've been left out in the cold to do with that situation here. They've missed out on finances, taken advantage here of, could been dealing with an Aries with the Fool in reverse. A very superficial relationship of sorts, commitment issues. Somebody's felt very trapped and they've wanted to break free for a very long time. As soon as this settlement goes through here, they're off. They're on the way to you here with the Knight of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. They're going to get their settlement. I mean, look at that. Five of Pentacles and then the Ace here with this Queen of Pentacles. So those two here adds up to 6. Someone's going to get their settlement and their money, and then they're going to come forward chasing towards you with passion. But potentially they need to heal. They need to take time. They will eventually feel strong enough to come forward towards you and put themselves out there to be with you, but most likely they're having to release themselves from a relationship that most likely felt like a prison to them. Yeah, and they need to go through a separation with a third party situation that they've been stuck in, but they will be victorious. I mean, I can't make it up, guys. There we are. So anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed the reading. That's going to be the end of the read. If you did enjoy the reading, please like, share and subscribe. Leave us a comment. I greatly appreciate it. And obviously I'll return reply to your comments that you put on the channel. I greatly appreciate seeing those. So if you do subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys get an alert as to when I post another video for you all. If you are interested, I am available on TikTok. I have an account over there called MyWayTarot444, and I have the same profile picture that I use for this particular channel. But just as a PSA, please be careful. There are people out there trying to impersonate me and my account and potentially scam other people, most likely scam people via WhatsApp and emails, etc. So just be careful, guys, alright? So anyway, I hope that you enjoy Halloween. So happy Halloween to you guys and have a really good week. And we'll hopefully speak to you again soon. So take care. Bye for now.